Hey, how's it going? When we were new to the game, I'm sure we all did some pretty newbie stuff that we might look back at today and cringe at. We weren't really aware of what efficiency was, and many of us would be willing to do anything to make that extra 10 GP. So today we're going to be counting down the top 5 things we did as noobs. Starting off at number 5, we have collecting the mind rune and bronze arrow in Lumbridge Castle. It was easy to train melee because you just had to hit stuff, but runes and arrows were very scarce and hard to find. You would run back and forth in Lumbridge Castle to collect the valuable loot and either wait for them to respawn or keep changing worlds. As you did this, you pictured all the magic and range levels you gained and how you'd show them off to your friends, and they'd wonder how you got such high levels. At the end of a long day, you would look at all the items you collected and pat yourself on the back for a job well done. For number 4, we have selling fires in Karamja, and I'll let you know right now that I was definitely guilty of this one. Karamja was and still is the only place in free-to-play to catch tuna, lobsters, and swordfish. And some players would even drop their stuff on the ground because they just wanted XP. Well, in my 10-year-old mind, I thought they might want to get some cooking XP while they were there too. As far as I could tell, there were no trees to cut on the island, so they had to be imported from the mainland, and that's where I came in. So I would cut logs in Port Sarim and bring them with a tinderbox to the fishing docks on Karamja, and man, I don't know what I was thinking. I think I sold maybe 1 or 2 in all the time that I did this. I guess for some reason I thought that people would always carry GP on them, or I didn't really think about it, but that was how I was able to get my first stack of 100 GP, and I felt pretty rich at the time. But not really anyone ever bought into this and paid me, and even if they did have more than enough GP for the boat ride, I'm not sure why they would just give a stranger gold and trust them to build a fire. Usually it would just end with me picking up the fish they dropped and cutting my losses or winnings there. And for number 3, it was picking bananas on Karamja. There had to be some way for Jagex to allow you to get 30 GP on the island with no requirements because there was no home teleport spell back in the early days of the game. So they implemented this banana picking method where you pack 10 bananas in a crate and you get paid 30 GP, which is the exact amount that it costs to take the ship back to the mainland. I'm pretty sure they never meant for this to be an actual money making method, but I can see how at the time earning 1000 GP in an hour might seem more than fair enough to some players. But yeah, I'm sure a lot of us at some point were banana plantation slaves trying to get that big cash stack. And now at number 2, we have worshipping Zezima. Zezima is arguably the most famous player in RuneScape, and he holds many achievements in the game. He was the first one to get 99 Slayer, 1980 total, 2079 total, and 1 billion total experience. And he currently has 200 million XP in every skill in RuneScape 3. Back in the day, in like 2006, he was constantly competing for rank 1 overall, but usually he was the one with the title. I'm pretty sure that 99% of players had him added, and if you say you didn't, you're either lying or you didn't play at the time. Whenever he turned his private chat on, we would all rush to our friends list to try and be the first one to message him, hoping for a reply back so we could brag to our friends that we were BFFs with Zezima. Unfortunately, he never did respond, but you still probably told your friends anyways that you knew Zezima. By the way, Zezima, if you're watching this, add me, bro. My name is Mudkip. And for the number 1 thing we did as noobs is running around the Alkyd Gate. The fee to use the gate was 10 GP, and sometimes we just didn't have the gold on us or weren't willing to spend that much. So we did what any logical noob would do, and that was run all the way around. I guess we didn't realize that you could just kill a couple goblins to get the 10 GP quick. It kind of felt like we were beating the system, and we were able to make those guards feel like suckers. Although now that we can look back at it, I think we were the suckers the whole time. I remember when I first beat Prince Ali Rescue, and I was so happy at all the gold I was saving by not having to pay the fee anymore. But now that I've been a member for so long and I could just use a glory to teleport to Alkyd, I can't even remember the last time I had to use the gate. So it can be fun to think about and reminisce of our early days of playing the game and laugh at all the cringy things we used to do. And I want to hear your old newbie cringy memories, so please share them in the comments if you're not too embarrassed. I promise we won't judge you too much. And feel free to join my CC Mudkip if you want to chat, hang out, meet other players. And if you enjoyed the video, please give it a like so I know what kind of videos to make in the future. If you'd like to see more from me, please subscribe. It really would mean a lot to me. But I would like to thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again tomorrow.